you for joining us this afternoon for this live trading session. Let's jump right in and discuss the markets. It looks like we are finally getting that big update that a number of us needed to kind of take some pressure off the put side. And that's good, right? We have the Nasdaq really strong today. It looks like it's trying to be up 5%. That is huge, based on how it's been down. So that's wiping out a lot of the losses that people had on the Nasdaq or on these technology stocks, right? So, and Bitcoin Bitcoin stocks are roaring up today as well. But I'm taking the opportunity to take some pressure off some of those, because like this marathon one was already in the money or almost in the money just yesterday, I believe. So we took profits off this one, 15%. We just rang the register. We can potentially get a little better right now, but we decided to get out of it, and just move on to take some risk off the board. This account is at its year high, so it didn't drop very much when the market went down due to how well we were hedged. And so now this market is up, and so this is on its highs. It's about 10% on the year. So we're a little over 10% on the year for both accounts. So in this account as well, we're a little over 10% for this one. So this is the bread and butter one we were talking about, and we're not going to discuss this because it's a live trading. We're not going to show the numbers. We'll show that in the morning. But with that said, let's jump into some trade ideas. With this market up big time, it makes me want to, and I don't encourage, if you don't understand how to adjust yourself and you're comfortable with it, then don't do what I'm about to demonstrate on the call side. I think it's a good time to get some short delta and sell the call side, either this Nasdaq or this ES, based on how big the move is today. I might jump to that Nasdaq, but it was so overstowed in the ES and the Dow, stuff like that, didn't really drop that much. Might even consider the RTY, but let's see which one is going to give us the best buying power reaction for selling the call side. So in this case, we don't have any calls on there. We just had a bullish bear strategy on. So if we sell the call side here, it should potentially give us a really good buying power on it. So let's look to do that, and let's see if we can collect at least $50 for this call spread. So let's look at a few options. We can do this 10 delta and buy 20 points wide, and this is going to give us $82, $387 in buying power. So that's $75, and after fees and commissions, if we can get filled, that is the 41.50. That is more than the high that it's been at over the recent high. So if we jump over here to the ES here, you can see the recent high was the 39.59. So based on this move right now, you can get pretty far away. That's more than 100 points higher than what it was. So this would be a pretty good trade. And if we look, we're going to look to do that. And I just put it in just a little bit more right there for a second, and then we'll come back to it here. Let's look at the Nasdaq one here, and let's see if we did a call spread in here as well. I'm just going to show you this is a bullish bear strategy on here. The other part is way down here. So we're going to go all the way up to the call side, and we're going to look to sell something around between this maybe 10 or 7 delta or something like that. All right, so this would be the high for the Nasdaq. Way up here, the Nasdaq high was like 13,900. So if we go somewhere right here, this will be pretty good. And we're going to do a 60-point wide spread here on this Nasdaq. It's a little different than the ES. So look at that, right? If I do the Nasdaq, I can get a decent amount of capital on that, and the buying power is a credit, and I'm getting over almost $100 if I do that, right? Let's see, let's put this in and ring the register on this one, and that is, unfortunately, it's going to make, I want to get, since I'm so close to 100, I want to get that 100, and it just dropped a little on the price that we wanted. but we're gonna diversify this, and we're gonna go in here. We're going to do mid here, still get 75 if we can get filled. All right, so we got filled on the 75 on the ES, as you can see there. And then now if we go into this Nasdaq one, we're gonna put some short delta on this one as well. This thing is up almost, it feels like by the end of the day, next hour or so, when it's the last hour trading, maybe this is gonna be up 5%. I think this is overdone. We needed this rally, right? We needed this rally, and it was expected. You heard me saying it a few times. I wouldn't be surprised if we're up 3%, and when it came out of that on one of these days. But now we're up over, we're up over 4%. So it seems a little long to me. But and I don't think that the last 2 weeks or so is completely done, but maybe it is, right? And if it is, I'm giving myself enough room to still be right, be wrong, but still be right on the P&L. And that's the most important thing, is being right on the P&L. So looking at this, we had it at, let's see, let's put it back at the 25, and let's see if we can get filled. And we're not going to get filled there. We're going to probably have to give up a little to get filled on this Nasdaq, and I'm okay with doing that for demonstration purposes. I'm not going to let it come to me. It probably will come to me at that mid if I wait it. And if you do it, you might be able to wait. But if I do it right now, I'm going to get filled. And I thought I would get filled right then. So obviously I was wrong. Just went down the $5 range and still didn't get filled, which is interesting. The price dropped for me again. So let's try 490 and see if we get filled. And we still get $91 and no love. That's fun. All right, so once again, demonstration purposes, we're going to go to 480. We're going to get $89 on there, and still no love on that. And that is not fun. That's no fun. All right, so we're going to cancel that. We're going to go over here, and I'm going to change it up a little bit. We're going to do a similar order, and then I want to get a little bit more capital. So let's go to the highest 10 delta here, and we're going to do a 60-point wide still. So that's the 575. We're going to send that, and we did not get filled, but we're going to put it at the 50 and see if that will fill us. I'm more than certain we'll get the 25, and that's not filling us, but the 525 should fill. If not, then they're just not going to fill you on this call side right now. So all right, so there we go. So if we take the 70, I believe we received 75 on the this is 98 plus 75, so we received about $173. Take 30% of that, and we can hedge the call side with a 51 with $51. So what I'm going to do is figure out which call side, which one I'm going to use. I'm going to go in this micro futures here, everyone, and I'm going to buy a hedge with that. So we were at the 38 days. I'm going to go to the 38 days. I'm going to buy a hedge, and I'm going to do the call side on this in this account to hedge the call side, because obviously we just sold 2 call spreads. So I'm just going to do an opposite to kind of balance it out. This seesaw effect that we talk about, right? Trying to have an equilibrium, and then if the market continues to go up a lot, this will help. So we're going to go to the 30 delta, because that's where we primarily go to hedge at. So we're going to go to this 30 delta here, and we have $50 that we can use. So if I go here, you can see that this right here is only $24, and it's going to give me, it's going to be a debit, right? So if I go over here, and that's $28. So if I go here, then that's basically the $50, and it's going to hedge about $92 at this point, right? So okay, we can try that one, or we can go into the micro E mini options, and we can do the 38-day and see which one's going to give us the better buying power. That was a little debit in buying power. It's going to take a little buying power, but not very much. And we got $51 that we can use. So let's try this here. So this one right here is actually going to give us a credit, right? And we're getting a little bit more capital, the 102. So this is the one we're going to execute if we can get filled. So we're going to send this, and that was not filled yet, but we're gonna put it in at 50 and we should get filled, hopefully. All right, so that's gonna be exactly 30%. All right, so perfect. So we just got filled and we hedged the position to the upside.